A lot of investors I partner with have one major challenge. They are busy professionals that love to create memories with their families, but are too busy to actively look and find value-add real estate that cash flows. Hey guys, I'm John Fortes, and I want to partner with you. I provide investment opportunities through apartment syndications that allow my partners to invest passively so they don't have to worry about trading more time for money. If you are interested in creating passive streams of income, wealth creation, and all the tax benefits that come along with investing through real estate, I encourage you to fill out the form at www.investwithfortes.com. Invest today so that tomorrow you can trade money for time. Once again, that's www.investwithfortes.com. And I can't wait to partner with you.
Are you a busy professional looking to diversify your portfolio? Ever wanted to passively invest in real estate but don't know where to start? John Fortes provides you with a guide to passively invest in real estate. This is the Passive Investor Show.
And now, the Passive Investor Show. Here's your host, John Fortes.
Hello, PI listeners. Thank you for lending me your time today. Welcome to the Passive Investor Show. I'm John Fortes. Our goal is to provide you, the busy professional, with passive investing tips and tricks for your real estate investments to leverage more time for you to focus on your true passions. Let's get to work. Welcome back, PI listeners, to another exciting show for the Passive Investor Show. This topic is probably one of my favorite questions I always answer because it pushes back on the investor. It's one of the topics I come across in a bunch of forums, a bunch of online communities, a bunch of masterminds, and a bunch of my passive investors as well. And the question is, I have some capital and I'm looking to invest it in real estate, possibly apartment syndications. What should I do or consider? Well, that's a great question, and this is the way I answer it. I literally provide them with so much information that I try to chunk it up into little segments so it's not overwhelming. My response to that is, before I can answer this, there are a few things you should personally decide on, and I'll break it down in the next few comments. First, you must decide on being active or passive. Being active means you will participate in the day-to-day operations and make decisions based on the business plan. The business plan you have already put together for the asset. I'm assuming you already have experience and knowledge to go about this, but let's paint the picture that you don't. You must educate yourself and learn how to manage and operate an asset. There are plenty of ways to do that, just through memberships, forums, communities, mentors, consultants, books, podcasts, etc. Working with the property management company and carving out time of your day to ensure that they are doing exactly what you hired them for. Depending on the business plan, this could be heavy in the beginning and ease up with communications as you gain stability. This is all asset by asset, so consider this if you expect to take on many assets all at once or even one by one. Also, if you plan to self-manage, you will be coordinating all the operations of the project. When it comes to rehabbing, unit turn, filling vacancies, which comes with screening tenants and maintaining they have a good experience while living on your asset, and everything else that could pop up, as you will be the point of contact for that asset. This is another job to do to go along with your everyday family responsibilities and current occupation. Then we can jump into the passively investing side, where I explain passively investing is essentially understanding the business models, of which there are two ways to go about it. lending the flippers, and having the asset used as collateral so that if they default, you can take it over. Once you take over the asset, which goes from passive and now makes you active. Taking over the asset, you should have a plan for that if that were to ever occur. Will you complete the rehab yourself, which in turn creates that job on top of your already busy lifestyle? Trusting the flipper is essential, and it's best to get an idea of their experience within the space before lending your capital and agreeing to the returns, interest rate, and pay schedule. The other option is investing through apartment syndications, as they already mentioned in their original question. Again, educate yourself, as I mentioned earlier. Find a sponsor you know, like, and trust by doing your research on the person and company they work for. Also, interviewing them. Learn what your involvement will be as a passive investor. Find out what that person and their company specialize in. Is it the most common value add apartment investing? Yield play capital preservation investments where they're just taking over the asset? A debt asset which they plan to restore their value, but the investment might not be profitable for a few years, but will potentially kick off high returns? Or ground up construction? Which investment meets your investment strategy? Learn how to read the financing sheets, which are returns, asset value, underwriting, if that makes you comfortable. The sponsor should be willing to show you if you really care to know. This avenue will provide you with just receiving returns every month or quarterly and asset updates. This allows you to continue to live your life as is, or if you are in enough investments, it allows you to supplement your lifestyle to be able to say yes to more opportunities. This is typically how I answer this question. I have investors out there that are seeking information in regards to how they go about it, how they should navigate this. And it all depends. And I push back on them on what side of the fence do you want to be? Do you want to create a job for you? Or do you want to have the least possible job maintenance around, which is reviewing and creating a relationship with the sponsor? So you have to go back and ask yourself that. And that's what I do. And then I let the ball fall into their court. And then we build conversations on that, whether it's investing passively or they want to go ahead and manage their own assets. That's it. That's how we answer that question. If you like questions like these, I'm going to be doing episodes like these where we answer questions. If you have a particular question, feel free to email me at podcast@johnfortes.com, and I'll be happy to do a show topic or answer your question. I appreciate you for listening. PI listeners, I'm grateful for your time and I appreciate you for listening. For more information, go to passiveinvestorshow.com. If any of this resonates with you, please subscribe and leave a review. The more you know, the more we grow. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time.